Well, hello, how are you? Welcome to Bookalina. Why am I singing? Welcome to my channel, Bookalina. It's really hot today. Today, I want to talk about a few books that scared the shit out of me. First on my list is Pet Sematary by Stephen King. I read this a while ago. I was I think in my early 20s when I first read it, and I was still living at my parents' house, and my bedroom was on the first floor, and the way my bed was facing, you could see directly out the window. And man, oh man, there is a scene in this book where Stephen King is describing the cat Church coming back to life and how he was sitting at the window, and the description of the scene is so flippin' scary. And I remember reading it, I was laying down in my bed and I kept glancing out the window to check and make sure that there was nothing there, you know. So the two films that were based on this book, one was released in '89 and the other was released in 2019. I've already talked about the '89 version and how terrible it is. I believe Stephen King wrote the screenplay. So here's the thing, even in his books, I've never felt that he wrote the strongest dialogue. He's a great writer and he's a great storyteller, don't get me wrong, but I do feel that if he has a weakness in his writing, it is in his dialogue. So for him to be writing a screenplay, I mean, it was so stilted and so terrible, and the acting was not good. It was just, I don't know if the 2019 version is any better. I haven't seen it. If it's worth seeing, let me know, because the story itself is absolutely terrifying. That book is scary as hell. I talked in my previous video, which I will link below, about books, certain books that I want to reread, and Pet Sematary is on that list. I kind of want to see if I'm as scared as I was when I first read it. Next on my list is The Ruins by Scott Smith. This novel I've also talked about in a previous video. The book definitely plays off of the fear of the unknown when you are traveling to another country, and I think it also plays on the fear of not having control over yourself, your faculties, your body. I hope that doesn't give too much away. I'm not really going to give anything else away. I'm not going to say anything else about this book. If you have not read it, it is absolutely terrifying. It is so creepy and makes your skin crawl and makes you sick to your stomach. Yeah, I read it very quickly and could not put it down, and was completely immersed, and I was so grossed out. I just watched a Jeremy Jahns video. He's reviewing the new M. Night Shyamalan movie, and he actually mentions The Ruins in this video that he did. He mentions the film and how much he enjoyed the film, and I was looking through some of the comments, and there are actually a lot of comments who agreed with him, that they thought it was a really underrated movie and they thought it was really great. And I was really surprised, because when I saw it, I was so disappointed, and I wonder if it's because I read the book first, and maybe my expectations were too high because I was so in love with the book that I was expecting the movie to be spectacular. So maybe if you've seen the film but you haven't read the book, you would think more highly of the film. But I did not like the film. I didn't think that it was that scary. I thought there were moments, but in comparison to the book and how disturbing the book is, I don't think the film even came close. And the final book I want to talk about is a nonfiction book. It's Helter, Skelter by Vincent Boliosi. So Vincent Boliosi was the chief prosecutor in the Charles Manson murder trial, the infamous Manson murders. And he wrote a book about the case. And the copy that I have, which is an old paperback copy, in the beginning of the book, it actually says, this book will scare the hell out of you. And you're like, yeah, okay. But it does, it actually does. The description of the murders especially, the Tate LaBianca murders especially, are so horrifying. Not just gruesome, but they are gruesome. but just absolutely horrifying. Vincent Boliosi is a great writer. He's written like well over 30 books. And back to Helter, Skelter, though, when you're reading the events of this book, it's a huge book. It's very detailed. It's very comprehensive. And as you're reading it, as far as events that happened in and around the courtroom, outside of the courtroom, to certain players in the trial, including the judge, you're like, there's no way that this happened. How could this possibly have happened? But it did. Oh my God. It's, you know, when I was reading it, I was so immersed in that world that not only did I not want to put it down, I didn't want to get back to reality. I wanted to just stay within this world. And it was so engrossing, addictive, really. So those are by far the scariest books that I have ever read. If I were to choose one fiction book, I would choose Pet Sematary, and one nonfiction book, it would be Helter, Skelter. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe and comment below and let me know what is the scariest book you have ever read. Take care. I will see you very soon.